Hey dreamers, welcome back to the official Sleep Whisperer. Tonight, we're not just falling asleep, we're wandering through time itself. So before you settle in, take a deep breath, let the noise of the day drift away. And if you haven't already, subscribe for more quiet journeys into calm and wonder. I invite you to dim the lights, let the soft hum of your room become the desert wind, and let my voice guide you gently across the dunes of ancient Egypt. One whisper, one breath, one story at a time. Welcome, dreamer, to a night where time feels as soft and endless as the desert sands. Tonight, we are not simply drifting to sleep, we are traveling across centuries to a land of golden sunlight, flowing rivers, and stories carved in stone. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, and let the world fade gently into silence. Picture the Nile, wide and calm, winding slowly through the land like a ribbon of liquid light. On its banks, papyrus reeds sway in the warm evening breeze, and the air is fragrant with lotus flowers and the faint scent of incense. Can you hear the distant calls of birds settling for the night and the soft lapping of water against boats? Each sound is gentle, rhythmic, a lullaby of a land that has witnessed thousands of years. Now, imagine stepping onto the golden sands stretching endlessly beyond the river. The sun has long set, leaving the desert bathed in silver moonlight. Each grain of sand holds a memory of pharaohs and queens, of artisans painting tomb walls with vibrant colors, of priests chanting softly in shadowed halls of temples. As you walk slowly, your footsteps are light, barely disturbing the quiet whispers of the desert. Above you, the stars glimmer as they have for millennia, guiding travelers, dreamers, and kings alike. Some stars mark Orion, watched carefully by priests who mapped the heavens, while others shine above the Great Pyramids, their silhouettes carved perfectly against the night sky. Imagine the smooth limestone of those ancient stones, reflecting moonlight softly, telling tales of kings who built monuments to honor gods and ensure their stories live forever. Feel the calm of this timeless night as the wind brushes gently against your face. You are walking among memories of a civilization, both grand and delicate, artisans, farmers, scribes moving in rhythm with the river and seasons. Each sound, each whisper, carries knowledge older than any book, softer than any voice, yet powerful enough to soothe your mind and relax your body completely. Now, let yourself sink deeper into this stillness. The desert, the river, the stars, and monuments cradle you, guiding you into the quiet of night. You are part of the story now, one with the sands, one with the whispers of ancient Egypt. Let the rhythm of your breath match the gentle flow of the Nile, carrying you slowly, softly into the arms of sleep. Tonight, the sands remember you, and the desert welcomes you. Drift, dreamer, drift beneath the timeless sky of Egypt. Tonight, as you prepare to journey into the whispered tales of ancient Egypt, take a deep, gentle breath. Feel your chest rise slowly, your lungs filling with calm, and then exhale softly, letting the tension of the day slip away like grains of sand through your fingers. Here, in the quiet of your room, the ordinary world begins to fade, replaced by a stillness that feels infinite, unbroken, and welcoming. You are invited to step softly into a space where time slows, where each moment is a delicate brushstroke in the vast canvas of imagination. Imagine yourself standing on the edge of a desert, the air warm and dry, carrying the faint, musky scent of sand and myrrh. The horizon stretches endlessly, a gentle curve where the sky meets golden dunes, and the first whispers of twilight begin to tint the clouds in soft hues of pink, lavender, and gold. The sand beneath your feet is cool at first touch, shifting slightly as you place your weight on it, each step grounding you while inviting your mind to wander beyond the boundaries of everyday life. You notice the subtle rhythm of the wind as it moves across the dunes, a quiet murmur that feels like an ancient lullaby, calling you gently towards stillness. The desert is vast, yet it feels intimate, as though each grain of sand carries a memory, a story waiting to be noticed. As you walk, notice the way your footsteps leave faint impressions in the soft earth, tiny reminders that presence matters, even in a place that feels timeless and endless. The wind plays with these footprints, smoothing some and deepening others, creating patterns that reflect both change and continuity, teaching the subtle lesson that all things are transient, yet meaningful. Above, the sky transitions smoothly from the warm glow of sunset to the soft twilight of early evening. Stars begin to emerge, timid at first, then gradually more confident, twinkling faintly in patterns that have guided travelers for millennia. Their light is quiet and steady, a gentle reminder of the universe's constancy and the enduring rhythm of time. You breathe in deeply again, letting the calm of the desert, the cool air brushing against your skin, and the soft shimmer of starlight settle in your chest, radiating outward through your body. With every breath, you feel more attuned to the stillness around you, more aligned with the slow, deliberate rhythm of the sand, the wind, and the night. The desert invites reflection, not in urgency, but with gentle encouragement. Perhaps you notice distant silhouettes, low dunes rising like gentle waves, small shrubs holding stubbornly to life, or the faint glimmer of what may be an oasis far ahead. Your mind begins to quiet as you walk toward these gentle features, observing without need, witnessing without interruption. In this space, you are not rushing, there is no hurry. You are present, and in that presence, the desert and the cosmos seem to fold around you like a soft, protective blanket. Imagine now that the air carries faint echoes from the past, the rustle of linen robes, the distant chime of water in a basin, the hushed conversations of people who lived along the Nile thousands of years ago. These are subtle whispers, almost imperceptible, yet they carry the weight of countless generations. They remind you that stillness is not emptiness, but the space where history, memory, and imagination meet. Here, in the quiet hush of the desert evening, you are invited to witness both what is and what has been, without judgment, without expectation, simply allowing the stories to drift gently into your awareness. You notice the gentle slope of a distant dune, its silhouette soft against the deepening sky. The wind caresses its curves, lifting tiny grains of sand into the air, creating a delicate shimmer that seems almost magical. You follow the natural lines of the land, stepping softly, feeling the cool touch of sand beneath your feet, and letting the rhythm of walking align with the rhythm of your own breathing. Each inhalation brings calm. Each exhalation releases tension. Your body and mind begin to move in quiet harmony with the desert itself, a slow dance of presence and serenity. The horizon opens gradually, revealing subtle hints of ancient structures buried partially beneath the sand. Perhaps a stone pillar, weathered by wind and time, or the corner of a building that once held sacred significance. These glimpses hint at the grandeur and mystery of a civilization long gone, yet their silent strength invites you in rather than startling. The desert teaches patience. It encourages observation. It shows that treasures of history, like serenity itself, are often revealed slowly, only when the mind is ready to notice them. As twilight deepens, the stars above shimmer with increasing clarity. The desert night is quiet, almost reverent, a space where the smallest sound, the whisper of sand, the distant call of a nocturnal bird, the soft echo of your own footsteps, becomes meaningful. You feel the stillness seeping into your being, a gentle settling of both mind and body. You are ready now, fully present, open to the journey ahead. The desert, the stars, and the whispers of ancient Egypt beckon you forward with gentle patience, inviting you to follow, step by step, into the hidden stories that lie beneath the sands of time. Take one last deep, slow breath. Feel the warm, cool, and shifting textures of the desert underfoot. Hear the soft murmur of the wind through the dunes. Notice the faint, ancient echoes that drift around you. And with that awareness, allow yourself to drift into calm readiness, knowing that the stories of Egypt, the magic of the past, and the gentle rhythm of the desert night are now guiding you into stillness, peace, and the first steps of a journey into whispered tales. As you take your first tentative steps into the golden desert, the sand shifts gently beneath your feet, warm and yielding, cushioning each movement. The horizon stretches endlessly before you, a soft blend of amber and violet, where the last glow of day kisses the dunes with gentle warmth. Each step is deliberate, slow, and mindful, a meditation that aligns your breath with the rhythm of the land. The desert welcomes you, inviting you to move not with haste, but with quiet curiosity, noticing every subtle contour and shadow that the wind has painted across the soft curves of the sand. The air is still, carrying the faint fragrance of sun-baked earth, dry grass, and distant myrrh, a scent that seems to echo the wisdom of centuries. It brushes gently against your skin, caressing your cheeks and arms as though to reassure you that you are exactly where you are meant to be. With each inhalation, your chest expands with calm. With each exhalation, tension drifts away, dissolving like grains of sand carried off by a soft breeze. The desert teaches patience, and with your very first footsteps, you begin to learn its quiet lessons, to observe, to notice, to move with gentle intention. Look closely at the patterns in the sand. Tiny ripples formed by the wind create delicate, rhythmic lines that stretch across the dunes like whispers of invisible hands. Each ripple carries a story of air, of movement, of time itself passing without effort or haste. Your eyes trace these gentle arcs, and your mind begins to quiet as you notice their subtle beauty. Even as the world around you seems vast and endless, there is intimacy in the details. The curve of a single ridge, the sparkle of a stray grain catching the fading sunlight, the shadow cast by a lone tuft of desert grass. As you move forward, you feel a soft incline beneath your feet, the sand rising gradually into a gentle dune. With every step, your footprints press briefly into the earth, leaving ephemeral marks that the desert will soon erase. Yet for a moment, each impression is yours alone, a gentle acknowledgement of your presence, a quiet signature in the ancient landscape. The wind begins to stir softly, teasing the edges of your footprints, brushing away the edges, smoothing the surface. This impermanence is not sad. It is soothing, a reminder that life, like sand, flows continuously, leaving traces of beauty without clinging. Pause for a moment to lift your gaze. Across the rolling dunes, the sun dips lower, casting long, soft shadows that ripple like water across the sand. The color of the desert shifts with the light, moving from gold to rose, then to gentle lavender, as if the earth itself were breathing, exhaling warmth and serenity into the cooling evening. There is a quiet rhythm here, one that your mind and body begin to follow naturally. The desert is patient, and you feel your own heartbeat slowing in tandem, each beat a soft echo of the slow, deliberate pulse of the land. Occasionally, you glimpse small signs of life. A solitary lizard skittering across a sun-warmed rock, a distant bird tracing arcs in the sky, or a delicate tuft of vegetation clinging stubbornly to life in the sand. These quiet companions remind you that even in stillness, the desert is alive, moving and breathing in subtle ways. You notice how the smallest details, the curve of a grain of sand, the whisper of wind across a ridge, the faint sparkle of mineral flecks, become captivating when observed with patience. Every motion, every sound, every nuance contributes to the gentle symphony of the land. As you continue walking, the dunes rise higher and fall into shallow valleys, creating pockets of shadow and light. You follow the curves instinctively, moving with awareness rather than urgency. The sand shifts beneath your feet, soft yet firm, grounding you with every step. In these gentle inclines and declines, the desert seems to communicate without words, a reminder that the journey itself is as meaningful as any destination, that observation, presence, and quiet awareness are treasures in themselves. The evening sky deepens into soft indigo, and the first stars begin to appear, delicate points of light twinkling with calm persistence. A gentle breeze brushes over the dunes, carrying with it the faint echoes of history, whispered tales of travelers, traders, and travelers' caravans that moved through this land long ago. You feel their presence not as distraction, but as connection, threads of human experience woven seamlessly into the timeless fabric of the desert. With each step, the desert envelopes you more fully. Its warmth, its rhythm, its gentle undulations become a soft companion, guiding you into deeper calm. You breathe slowly, letting the serenity of sand, wind, and sky settle into your mind and body. Every footprint, every ripple of sand, Every flicker of light across the dunes is part of this quiet meditation, a step toward immersion in the timeless stories that await beneath the sands of ancient Egypt. As your footsteps carry you further across the golden dunes, the desert begins to reveal subtle hints of secrets long buried. The sun, now low in the sky, casts elongated shadows that ripple across the sand, revealing shapes and contours that were invisible moments before. Ahead, partially concealed by drifting dunes, you notice the faint outline of stone, a subtle, irregular line that seems almost like a mirage. Your heart quickens gently, not with urgency, but with curiosity and wonder. Could this be a temple forgotten by time, a place of mystery and quiet power, waiting patiently for a traveler such as yourself? Moving closer, each step becomes deliberate, measured, mindful of the fragile balance between sand and stone. The wind brushes past your cheeks, carrying a soft warmth and the subtle scent of ancient incense, though perhaps it is merely your imagination connecting the present moment with centuries past. The desert holds its secrets with grace, revealing them slowly, like a storyteller leaning in to share a treasured tale. Every ripple in the sand, every shadow cast by the low sun seems to guide your gaze, drawing you toward the temple's silent presence. The structure emerges gradually from the dunes. Stone blocks, carved with intricate symbols and glyphs, peek above the sand's surface, their edges softened by centuries of wind and sun. Vines and small tufts of desert flora cling delicately to crevices, adding a gentle softness to the otherwise firm, enduring stone. It is both majestic and intimate, a testament to human devotion, artistry, and belief. The temple's entrance is partially obscured by a mound of sand, as if the desert itself is protecting this sacred place, allowing only those who move with awareness and patience to approach. As you draw nearer, the carvings on the stone grow clearer. Figures of gods and goddesses, animals, and pharaohs etched in delicate detail seem almost to breathe beneath the twilight sky. Their expressions, frozen yet alive, convey wisdom, serenity, and a quiet invitation to observe. You feel a gentle hum, subtle yet undeniable, as though the temple itself resonates with a quiet energy that stretches across the centuries. It is not loud or overwhelming. It is a soft, persistent vibration, like a heartbeat, reminding you that even in stillness, life and history endure. You pause at the threshold, placing your hands lightly on the cool stone. The texture is rough yet smooth in certain places, worn by countless years and gentle touch. Each groove and indentation carries the story of a civilization that revered its gods, celebrated its rituals, and sought connection with the eternal. You imagine the flicker of torches in this very space, the soft chants of priests, and the golden light reflecting off statues and offerings. The temple feels alive with memory, a space where the past has settled in gentle layers, waiting for someone to witness it with calm, quiet reverence. Stepping carefully inside, you are enveloped in a profound stillness. The air is cooler here, carrying the faint scent of stone, dust, and perhaps incense long extinguished. Light from the setting sun filters through cracks and openings, casting soft patterns on the walls and floor, illuminating hieroglyphs and carved scenes. Your eyes trace the shapes slowly, absorbing their beauty, noticing the care and intention behind each mark. The temple is a meditation in stone, a silent testament to devotion, artistry, and the subtle grandeur of ancient Egypt. You wander along narrow corridors and open chambers, letting your gaze rest on statues of serene faces, animals rendered in exquisite detail, and altars that once held offerings. The shadows dance gently across the walls as your movements stir the fading light, creating a delicate interplay between darkness and illumination. Here, time seems suspended. The outside world fades entirely, leaving only the presence of the temple, the desert beyond, and your own quiet footsteps echoing softly. At the heart of the temple, you find a small inner sanctuary. The carvings here are the most intricate, the stories they tell the most intimate. Scenes of ritual, worship, and daily life intertwine with depictions of gods, rivers, and celestial bodies. You sense the reverence with which these walls were crafted, the patience required to etch every line and curve with such precision. It is a place of profound contemplation where history, art, and spirituality converge. Sitting quietly in the center of the sanctuary, you close your eyes for a moment. The desert outside hums gently through the open spaces, carrying the soft echo of wind, shifting sand, and distant birds. The temple, though silent, seems to breathe alongside you, its energy settling in your chest and spreading through your limbs. You feel a quiet connection to the hands that built this space, to the people who worshipped here, and to the desert that has cradled it for millennia. Each breath is a whisper, each heartbeat a step deeper into stillness and presence. As the last rays of the sun fade, the temple is bathed in a soft twilight glow. Shadows stretch, merge, and soften, and the desert beyond darkens into gentle hues of indigo and gold. You rise slowly, leaving the sanctuary with a sense of calm, reverence, and wonder. The temple, hidden and patient, remains a quiet guardian of history, a place where stories, prayers, and whispers of the ancients linger in every stone and every curve of the sand. With one last glance at its shadowed entrance and the dunes beyond, you step back onto the soft sand. Your footprints are light, temporary, yet they carry the memory of your presence, a gentle acknowledgement of your journey through the hidden heart of ancient Egypt. And as you move forward, the desert seems to hum softly in accompaniment, guiding you toward the next chapter of whispered tales beneath the sands of time. Having left the hidden temple behind, you now step deeper into the desert, guided not by sight alone, but by a quiet curiosity that seems to pull you forward. The wind has softened into a gentle murmur, brushing the dunes with delicate whispers, carrying with it echoes from a time long past. It is as if the desert itself speaks in hushed tones, revealing secrets only to those who move with patience, care, and attentive stillness. The air feels almost alive, vibrating softly with memories of civilizations that flourished along the Nile, where the sun cast long shadows over grand monuments and bustling marketplaces. As you walk, you begin to notice subtle signs of history etched into the sand. Faint impressions of ancient wheels, footprints of travelers long gone, and scattered remnants of clay and pottery whisper of lives once lived here. These are not loud declarations of the past, but gentle suggestions, invitations to imagine the rhythm of everyday life in a world now distant, yet eternally present in its silence. Each grain of sand seems to carry a fragment of memory, and as you inhale, you feel them settle softly within you, weaving a connection between your breath and the enduring desert. The whispers grow more distinct as you approach a quiet ridge overlooking a wide, open expanse of dunes. The wind shifts slightly, and you can almost hear the voices of priests, merchants, and laborers mingling in soft, harmonious murmurs. They speak not with urgency, but with calm intention, sharing stories of ritual, devotion, and the passage of time. You feel a subtle sense of awe, realizing that these whispers are not just echoes, they are lessons in patience, resilience, and quiet reflection. The ancients did not rush. They moved with care, understanding that every action, every moment, held significance. You pause on the ridge, letting your gaze drift across the landscape. The dunes stretch endlessly, their curves smooth and rhythmic, as if sculpted not only by the wind but by the gentle hands of time itself. Here and there, you notice stone markers peeking from the sand, perhaps remnants of forgotten temples, shrines, or tombs. Each one carries the weight of history without demanding attention, inviting only respectful observation. You feel the energy of these markers settle softly in your chest, a quiet hum that aligns your heartbeat with the enduring pulse of the desert. As you descend into the valley between the dunes, the whispers grow richer, layered with emotion. You imagine the laughter of children playing near the Nile, the solemn chants of priests in temple chambers, the gentle rustle of robes as scholars studied sacred texts. The desert folds these memories into its own rhythm, allowing them to coexist with the soft swish of sand underfoot and the distant cry of a bird settling for the night. Every sound, every imagined scent, every imagined touch becomes part of the quiet symphony of the ancients, a meditation in presence and awareness. You notice how the shadows lengthen and soften as the sun sinks lower. Each contour of the dune, each ripple of sand, seems to carry a story, a fragment of a civilization that revered life, nature, and the mysteries of the universe. The whispers of the ancients are gentle, never imposing. They do not demand belief or understanding, only attention, a willingness to listen, to let the mind wander and the heart absorb the subtle beauty of a world that existed long before your arrival. As evening settles, the wind carries faint scents of myrrh, lotus, and aged papyrus, linking the present to the rituals and offerings of long-forgotten generations. You breathe deeply, allowing the scents to mingle with your awareness of the landscape, each inhalation drawing you further into the serenity of the moment. The desert teaches that history is not only found in grand monuments or famous kings, but also in subtle traces, in quiet echoes, in the gentle persistence of human presence across time. You wander slowly toward a small cluster of ancient stones partially buried in the sand. Perhaps they were once a resting place, a marker, or a humble shrine. The edges are worn smooth by centuries of wind and sun, yet the energy here feels potent and patient. You sit lightly on a nearby dune, allowing the whispers to wash over you. Each story, each fragment of life, becomes part of your own inner landscape, a bridge between past and present, waking and dreaming. As twilight deepens, the sky softens into shades of indigo, lavender, and deep rose. Stars begin to twinkle faintly, their distant light blending with the last warm glow of the setting sun. The whispers of the ancients mingle with the soft sigh of the wind, the rhythm of your own breath, and the gentle shift of sand beneath your feet. You feel carried, not hurried, gently swept into a state of quiet reflection, where every step, every sound, every thought is infused with calm awareness. In this serene space, you realize that listening to the whispers is not about uncovering every secret or solving every mystery. It is about presence, patience, and quiet attention. The ancients are not gone. They linger in the rhythm of the desert, in the textures of sand, in the colors of twilight, in the soft hum of life that continues across centuries. Each breath you take, each gentle step forward, aligns you with this timeless cadence, a subtle reminder that history and peace coexist when observed with care and mindfulness. And so, with the whispers of the ancients enveloping you like a soft cloak, you continue your journey. Every ripple in the sand, every shadow stretching across the dunes, and every faint echo of the past carries you gently forward, deeper into the heart of ancient Egypt, where stories, dreams, and quiet wisdom await beneath the timeless desert sky. As you leave the soft dunes behind, a faint silhouette appears on the horizon, the sprawling, ancient city of Thebes. Its stone walls rise like gentle monuments from the golden sands, catching the soft light of the fading sun. The city feels alive, yet tranquil, as if frozen in a quiet reverie between day and night, past and present. You approach slowly, your footsteps whispering across the sand, each step inviting you to enter a place where history lingers not with urgency, but with gentle patience. Thebes stretches wide along the banks of the Nile, its streets and avenues long since quieted by centuries of time, yet still holding the faint echo of bustling life. You imagine the warm laughter of merchants calling out their wares, children chasing each other through narrow lanes, and the rhythmic sound of artisans shaping stone and clay. The city hums softly in your mind, a delicate symphony of human endeavor, where every action, no matter how small, is woven into the grand tapestry of civilization. You step carefully through the quiet streets, noticing the texture of the ancient stones beneath your feet. The walls of buildings are etched with stories, glyphs that speak of kings, queens, gods, and daily life. Though time has softened their edges, the carvings retain a calm dignity, a reminder of the patience and devotion that went into their creation. You trace them with your gaze slowly, letting each image, each symbol, settle gently in your mind. There is no rush here. The city invites observation, reflection, and the gentle unfolding of wonder. The light shifts as the sun sinks lower, casting long, muted shadows that stretch across courtyards and plazas. The city seems to breathe with the rhythm of the setting sun, inhaling the warmth of the day, exhaling a calm that spreads through the streets and alleys. You imagine the processions that might have once moved through these same spaces. The soft shuffle of sandals, the ceremonial chants, the glint of gold and bronze catching the light. All of it feels quiet now, softened by centuries, yet present in the gentle resonance of the stones beneath your hands and feet. As you wander, you notice the grand temples rising above the cityscape, their columns tall and serene, adorned with intricate carvings of gods and mythical creatures. The Temple of Ammonius, its massive pillars stretching toward the heavens, invites you to pause and breathe deeply. You imagine the priests moving silently through its halls, offering prayers and guidance, the air heavy with incense and quiet devotion. The weight of history settles around you like a soft mantle, and you feel both small and connected, a single thread woven into the vast tapestry of life that stretches across time and space. You find a quiet courtyard bathed in the soft glow of twilight, a place where the river breeze mingles with the faint warmth of the desert. Here, life once pulsed with energy, yet now there is only calm. You sit lightly upon the cool stone, letting the faint traces of past footsteps mingle with your own. The scent of papyrus, myrrh, and baked earth drifts softly, carrying with it echoes of market stalls, scholarly debates, and the gentle murmur of everyday life. In this moment, the city becomes more than a place. It becomes a meditation, a space where the past and present meet in gentle harmony. Above, the sky deepens into indigo, and the first stars begin to appear, twinkling softly over the Nile's reflective surface. The river mirrors the sky's delicate hues, carrying with it the same quiet rhythm that has flowed for millennia. You imagine boats gliding silently along its waters, laden with goods, prayers, and dreams, their movements synchronized with the gentle pulse of the city. Thebes, though long past its prime, feels alive in its serenity, a testament to enduring beauty, order, and quiet human ingenuity. The streets narrow and twist, leading you to hidden corners where small gardens once flourished and fountains may have whispered gentle songs of water. You imagine the daily life of residents, children playing beneath the shade of date palms, artisans carefully shaping their work, scholars hunched over scrolls filled with wisdom. The city, though silent now, carries the energy of those lives, preserved in stone, in sand, and in the soft cadence of memory that drifts through its alleys. As night falls, the city is bathed in a soft, violet glow. Shadows merge with the first starlight, creating a gentle interplay of light and dark. You rise slowly and follow a quiet path along the city walls, where the scent of evening mingles with the warmth of the sand. The city whispers around you, inviting you to carry its serenity forward, blending it with the quiet rhythm of your own breath. Every step feels like a gentle homage to the lives that shaped this place. Every exhalation a soft acknowledgement of the beauty that remains. And so, with the calm of Thebes settling into your heart, you move gently toward the Nile once more, ready to continue your journey along the whispering sands of Egypt, where every step carries you closer to the dreams, memories, and timeless stories that await beneath the ancient sun. As night deepens over Thebes, a gentle hush settles across the city, and the air cools softly, carrying the faint scent of lotus and desert blooms. You find yourself wandering toward the grand palace, its silent walls bathed in silver starlight, and sense a story waiting to unfold within. It is the story of a queen, whose presence is gentle yet regal, whose dreams ripple quietly through the corridors of time. You do not rush. You move with care, allowing the soft night air to guide your imagination, as if the desert itself whispers, "Observe, listen, and let the dream unfold." The palace doors, enormous and carved with symbols of gods and goddesses, seem to welcome your presence. Though the halls are empty now, you can almost hear the soft echoes of past footsteps, linen robes brushing against polished stone, delicate sandals tapping softly across the floors. There is no urgency here, only calm. You breathe deeply, letting the quiet energy of the space settle into your chest. Each breath carries you further into the serene world of the Queen's dream, where the boundaries between history, imagination, and the desert night blur into one gentle flow. You move along the corridors, noticing the intricate carvings on the walls, scenes of ceremonial life, sacred rituals, and quiet moments of personal reflection. Each image feels alive, frozen yet vibrant, as if capturing not only action but emotion. The Queen's presence seems to linger here, an unseen companion whose calm authority shapes the space. Her dream begins to take form. It is a vision of balance, beauty, and harmony, where the Nile's waters flow endlessly, temples rise in quiet dignity, and the desert stretches peacefully toward infinity. Entering a quiet chamber, you imagine the Queen reclining on a divan adorned with soft cushions and woven fabrics, the faint scent of incense curling in the air. Her eyes close slowly, and in her slumber, visions unfold. Golden sunlight spilling over distant dunes, ripples across the Nile reflecting the stars, and the gentle rustle of papyrus reeds in the evening breeze. Each vision carries a whisper of serenity, a gentle guidance for those who walk the desert paths. You feel her dream reaching outward, touching your senses, guiding you with soft intention toward calm and presence. The room is silent except for the subtle symphony of the night, distant whispers of the Nile, soft sighs of the wind, and the faint hum of the palace settling into stillness. In this quiet, the Queen's dream becomes more vivid. You see her walking among temple gardens, her fingertips brushing the petals of lotus flowers, her gaze following birds gliding effortlessly across the sky. Each movement is deliberate and serene, teaching patience, grace, and quiet observation. You realize that this dream, though personal, carries wisdom for anyone who listens, a gentle reminder of balance between action and stillness. You wander through the dream with her, noticing how the city and the desert merge into one flowing landscape. Golden sands stretch beyond the horizon, rippling softly like waves in a vast, silent ocean. The Nile winds like a ribbon of liquid silver, reflecting stars that twinkle gently above. Temples and palaces rise here and there, serene and undisturbed, their shadows mingling with the soft glow of twilight. Every detail is calm, deliberate, and harmonized, a meditation in presence and quiet wonder. As you follow her dream further, you notice small, intimate moments, a priest offering a prayer, a servant arranging flowers, a musician strumming a gentle tune on a lyre. These tiny threads of life, woven together, create a tapestry of serenity and timelessness. Each moment teaches that peace can be found in observation, patience, and the quiet attention we offer to the world around us. The Queen's dream is not loud or grandiose. It is subtle, reflective, and profound, inviting you to slow your mind and soften your awareness, letting calm fill every corner of your being. The evening deepens, and shadows lengthen across the chamber. Stars now glimmer brightly above, and the faint murmur of night insects and distant desert animals creates a gentle symphony that harmonizes with the rhythm of your breath. The Queen's dream carries you further, along quiet paths beside the Nile, into secluded gardens, and across sunlit courtyards, each scene a meditation in light, texture, and presence. You feel her serenity blending with your own, a shared calm spanning centuries, bridging the ephemeral with the eternal. In the quietest corner of the dream, you pause to take a slow, deep breath. The warmth of the palace, the softness of cushions imagined beneath your hands, the gentle energy of the Queen's presence, all settle into your chest, radiating outward into your limbs, your mind, and your heart. Each inhalation draws peace in, each exhalation releases tension. The desert, the palace, and the Queen's dream converge into a gentle lullaby, a quiet guidance toward deep calm and reflection. As the night grows stiller, the dream begins to fade slowly, not abruptly, but like the soft withdrawal of sunlight at dusk. The Queen rests, serene and undisturbed, her presence lingering in quiet whispers that settle in your own mind. The palace, the desert, and the Nile all breathe together with you, a rhythm of history, presence, and calm that carries you gently forward into the next chapter of your journey across ancient Egypt, beneath the soft, eternal stars. Leaving the serene dreams of the Queen behind, you step gently toward the winding ribbon of the Nile, its waters reflecting the soft glow of twilight like liquid silver. The river flows endlessly, patient and timeless, carrying stories from centuries long past, as though every droplet holds a fragment of history waiting to be heard. Your footsteps are soft on the riverbank, sinking slightly into the cool, damp sand, each movement synchronized with the gentle rhythm of the flowing water. The air is warm and slightly fragrant, carrying hints of lotus, papyrus, and the faint, earthy scent of the river itself. Every inhale fills you with calm. Every exhale releases tension, as though the river is drawing out worry and carrying it far downstream. You notice the way the Nile curves gracefully through the landscape, its banks lined with reeds that sway softly in the evening breeze, their whispers blending with the gentle lap of water against stone and sand. The river seems alive, patient, and welcoming, inviting you to slow your pace, breathe deeply, and immerse yourself fully in the moment. As you follow its meandering course, the world around you begins to transform. Small fishing boats, long since abandoned, rest quietly along the banks, their wooden hulls softened by years of sun and water. You imagine fishermen casting their nets centuries ago, their movements deliberate and rhythmic, synchronized with the steady flow of the Nile. Children's laughter might have echoed here, and merchants called softly to one another, yet now only the soft sigh of water fills the air. The river hums with quiet energy, a subtle pulse that mirrors the rhythm of your own heartbeat. You notice tiny details along the banks, glimmers of sunlight reflecting off the water, delicate dragonflies skimming its surface, and reeds bending gently, as if acknowledging your presence. Each observation draws you further into the present, letting you become fully aware of the serene beauty around you. The riverbank is a gentle meditation, a soft space where past and present meet without force, where the whispers of history are absorbed naturally into the calm of the mind. A gentle breeze rises from the river, carrying with it the distant scent of flowers and the faint rustle of palm fronds. You imagine the river flowing past grand temples, bustling villages, and hidden shrines, each scene alive in the quiet theater of your mind. The Nile has witnessed countless ceremonies, celebrations, and quiet daily rituals, and now, in its serene persistence, it carries those memories forward, offering them to anyone willing to listen with gentle attention. As night begins to settle, the first stars shimmer faintly above, mirrored by the soft, rippling reflection on the water. You pause for a moment, letting the gentle sway of the river guide your awareness inward. The current moves slowly, deliberately, teaching you the subtle art of patience. You notice how every ripple, every tiny wave, is both individual and part of a greater whole, a quiet reminder that life flows continuously, and peace can be found in observing rather than rushing. You follow a narrow path along the river, shaded by graceful palms whose long leaves cast delicate shadows on the sand. Occasionally, you glimpse herons standing silently in the shallows, their reflections perfectly mirrored in the still water. Small fish dart just beneath the surface, glittering faintly in the soft light. Each movement is quiet, deliberate, a subtle dance that complements the gentle cadence of your own breath. The river guides you, not with urgency, but with patient insistence, reminding you that calm is cultivated through presence and observation. The Nile widens as you continue, revealing pools of still water that reflect the entire sky. You pause here, letting the expansive calm settle over you. The horizon blurs, and the boundaries between water, sand, and sky seem to soften. The river becomes a mirror, not only of the stars above, but of the serenity within your own mind. You imagine travelers from centuries past gliding along these waters, their journeys purposeful yet tranquil, their hearts attuned to the rhythm of the river and the soft whispers of the desert beyond. As the night deepens, the river seems to hum softly, a gentle melody of water, wind, and distant creatures. You feel its pulse resonate within your chest, harmonizing with the quiet rhythm of your heartbeat. The soft lapping of waves against the banks, the gentle rustle of reeds, and the distant call of night birds combine to create a lullaby that carries you toward deeper stillness. Each breath you take aligns with this rhythm, each step along the riverbank a meditation in motion. In this moment, you realize that the journey along the Nile is not about reaching a destination. It is about immersion, awareness, and surrender to the gentle flow of life. The river has carried civilizations, stories, and dreams for millennia, and now it carries you, softly and steadily, into a space of peace. With every ripple, every whisper of wind, every reflection of starlight, you are drawn deeper into the serene heart of ancient Egypt, ready to continue your journey into the desert's timeless mysteries and the oasis of still time that awaits beyond the river's gentle bend. As the Nile's gentle currents fade behind you, the vast expanse of the desert stretches ahead, bathed in the soft silver glow of moonlight. The sands shimmer faintly, as if each grain carries a fragment of memory, a quiet echo of civilizations long past. You step carefully, feeling the gentle give of the cool sand beneath your feet, and sense that this is a place where time slows, where the whispers of history linger softly, waiting for those who move with patience and presence to notice them. The desert is immense yet intimate. Its rolling dunes curve like waves frozen in motion, and shadows stretch and merge under the soft light, creating a gentle, undulating rhythm that mirrors your own breath. With each step, the wind brushes softly across your cheeks, carrying the faint scent of warm sand, desert flowers, and distant incense, subtle reminders of life that once flourished here. You feel a quiet resonance in your chest, a deep calm that grows with every inhale, as though the desert itself is sharing its wisdom in soft, deliberate whispers. Here, in the heart of this silent expanse, the desert begins to reveal its memories. Tiny fragments of pottery, shards of carved stone, and the faint outline of structures peeking from beneath the sand hint at the lives that once thrived in this arid landscape. The whispers are not loud or insistent. They are delicate and patient, urging you to observe closely, to notice the small details, and to let the imagination wander gently into the past. Each artifact, each indentation in the sand, becomes a doorway into a story, a fragment of life preserved by time and quietude. As you move deeper into the desert, the vastness encourages reflection. The horizon stretches endlessly, blending seamlessly with the sky, and the gentle curves of the dunes create a sense of infinity. You imagine travelers, merchants, and wanderers walking these same paths centuries ago, guided by stars and instinct, carrying goods, prayers, and dreams. The desert holds their presence softly, like a lullaby passed down through time. With each step, you feel connected not only to the landscape, but to the countless lives that have intersected with it, their energy lingering subtly in the stillness. The moon rises higher, casting a gentle, silvery light that transforms the desert into a quiet, luminous sea. Shadows of dunes stretch and blend, creating patterns that seem to move with the wind. You pause to breathe deeply, feeling the cool night air expand your chest and the calm settle into your limbs. Every inhalation draws serenity in. Every exhalation releases tension, leaving only the soft pulse of the desert and the gentle rhythm of your own presence. The desert does not hurry, neither do you. Time slows naturally here, allowing reflection, presence, and calm to unfold without effort. Amid the dunes, you notice delicate traces of life, the faint tracks of nocturnal creatures, the whisper of sand shifting with the wind, and the occasional glimmer of distant stones catching the moonlight. These small details anchor you in the present, even as your imagination wanders across centuries of history. The desert of memories is both teacher and guide, showing that serenity can be found in observation, mindfulness, and reverence for the stories embedded in the landscape. You walk toward a gentle rise, where the dunes open to reveal a panorama of the desert stretching endlessly. In the soft glow of moonlight, you can almost see echoes of the past. Caravans moving silently along the horizon, priests walking with offerings to temples now lost, and children playing among oasis palms long since vanished. These visions are fleeting, like whispers carried on the wind, yet they bring a profound sense of connection and continuity. You realize that the desert holds all stories gently, neither rushing nor demanding, allowing them to exist in quiet harmony with the present. As you descend the dune, the sand cradles your feet, soft and yielding. You notice how the wind shapes the landscape continuously, erasing footprints and patterns while leaving traces behind, much like the desert preserves memories, softly, subtly, and with infinite patience. Each movement becomes a meditation, a gentle rhythm of walking, breathing, and observing, drawing you deeper into the calm heart of this timeless place. The desert's silence is not empty. It is filled with history, reflection, and the quiet heartbeat of countless lives that have passed this way. With every step, the desert invites you to release worry and tension, to embrace the stillness, and to feel the gentle presence of time itself. The night deepens, and stars glimmer more brightly above, mirrored in the faint shimmer of sand in the moonlight. You pause to look back across the dunes, taking in the vastness, the textures, the subtle dance of shadow and light. Here, in this desert of memories, you feel both small and expansive, carried gently by the history, the silence, and the enduring beauty of the landscape. And so, with the soft whispers of the desert settling into your mind and heart, you continue your journey, letting the sands cradle you, the wind guide you, and the memories of countless generations accompany you gently. The desert is patient, timeless, and serene, carrying you softly toward the next chapter of your journey, an oasis of still time where calm, reflection, and quiet wonder await beneath the eternal Egyptian sky. As the desert stretches endlessly behind you, a gentle shimmer appears in the distance, a hidden oasis cradled quietly among soft dunes. The sight brings a subtle shift to the air, as though the desert itself exhales, and the faint scent of palm fronds, fresh water, and desert blooms drifts toward you. The oasis is small yet profound, a calm haven where time seems to slow, inviting you to linger and absorb the serenity it offers. With each step closer, the warm, still air embraces you like a gentle lullaby, guiding your mind and body toward peaceful awareness. You approach the oasis carefully, noting the soft reflection of the moon in the still waters. The surface is smooth, undisturbed, like a polished mirror holding the sky's delicate shimmer. Tall palms rise along the banks, their leaves whispering quietly in the gentle breeze, creating a rhythm that aligns perfectly with the flow of your own breath. The earth beneath your feet feels soft and cool, comforting in its stability, grounding you in the present moment. Here, the oasis is more than a place. It is a quiet sanctuary where the mind can rest, where every inhalation and exhalation feels synchronized with the subtle heartbeat of the world. As you settle beside the water, you notice the small details that make this space so serene. Tiny fish glide silently beneath the surface, shimmering faintly as they move. Dragonflies hover delicately above, their translucent wings catching the silver moonlight. The soft rustle of palm fronds combines with the distant call of a night bird, creating a gentle symphony of sound that soothes and centers. Each observation anchors you further in this moment of calm, allowing the oasis to enfold your senses fully in its gentle rhythm. The water's reflection seems almost magical, mirroring not only the sky but your own quiet presence. You notice how the stars twinkle softly above, mirrored in the stillness below, as if the heavens and earth are joined in a gentle conversation. This is a place where the past, present, and future coexist peacefully, where the whispers of ancient travelers and the soft pulse of the desert merge into one harmonious moment. You feel carried by this unity, your mind settling into the gentle cadence of the oasis. As you breathe, the warmth of the desert night mixes with the coolness of the water's edge, creating a perfect balance. The oasis seems to exist outside of time, a space where thoughts slow, where reflection becomes effortless, and where the mind drifts easily into a state of rest. You imagine the countless travelers who might have found refuge here centuries ago, merchants resting after long journeys, priests pausing to meditate, children playing along the banks of the water. Their presence lingers softly, a quiet hum beneath the gentle rhythm of the night. You rise slowly and walk along the edge of the water, noticing the delicate patterns of sand sculpted by the breeze. Each ripple and curve mirrors the curves of the surrounding dunes, blending seamlessly into the natural harmony of the landscape. Tiny footprints, perhaps from nocturnal animals, mark the soft sand, reminding you that life moves gently here, unseen yet persistent, harmonious and patient. The oasis teaches that stillness does not imply emptiness. Rather, it is a quiet abundance, rich with subtle movements, textures, and energies that reward careful observation. Seated beneath the palms, you notice the stars glimmering more brightly, and the moon casts a gentle glow that softens every edge. The palms sway softly, creating moving shadows that dance lightly on the sand, while the water ripples gently, responding to a breeze so slight it can barely be felt. The entire scene feels like a lullaby written in light, sound, and subtle motion. You close your eyes briefly, letting the gentle presence of the oasis fill your awareness, feeling the rhythm of your own breath align with the soft pulse of this timeless refuge. Here, in the heart of the oasis, your thoughts begin to slow naturally. Concerns drift like leaves on the water, unhurried, softly moving away from the surface of your mind. The gentle energy of the desert, the calm presence of the palms, and the reflective serenity of the water carry you deeper into stillness. Each inhale draws peace and clarity. Each exhale releases tension and distraction. The oasis becomes a quiet mentor, teaching that serenity is cultivated in moments of mindful presence, in observing without judgment, and in resting fully in the flow of life. As night deepens, the desert beyond the oasis grows quiet, a gentle backdrop to the symphony of water, wind, and leaves. You notice the subtle patterns of light and shadow dancing across the sand, the soft ripple of water against the banks, and the faint chorus of nocturnal life settling into evening routines. Everything exists in gentle equilibrium, fluid, patient, harmonious. You feel your own body, mind, and spirit synchronizing with this rhythm, a slow, steady alignment that carries you further into calm, reflection, and deep relaxation. With the oasis cradling you, you take one last slow breath, letting the gentle hum of still time settle into your chest. Every sense feels awake yet softened, alert yet peaceful. The palms, water, stars, and moon all share their quiet wisdom, and you feel both grounded and uplifted, carried gently into the serene embrace of the desert night. Here, at the heart of this timeless refuge, you are ready to move toward the final whispers of the sands, drifting toward sleep beneath the eternal sky of ancient Egypt. With the oasis behind you, the desert stretches onward, endless and serene, bathed in the soft glow of moonlight. The sands shimmer faintly, each grain carrying whispers of time, memories of civilizations, and echoes of lives long past. You step gently, feeling the cool, yielding texture beneath your feet, and notice how every movement is softened by the vast stillness around you. The desert seems alive yet calm, its energy subtle, patient, and infinitely nurturing, guiding you into a space of deep tranquility. The wind rises softly, brushing against your cheeks and tousling your hair with gentle fingers. Its sound is a quiet melody, a soft susurration that seems to speak directly to your mind, inviting thoughts to settle, worries to drift away, and your attention to rest entirely in the present. Each inhale draws in the warmth of the desert night. Each exhale releases tension and distraction. You feel the rhythm of the sands aligning with your own breath, a gentle ebb and flow that mirrors the timeless currents of the universe. As you walk along the dunes, the moonlight casts soft, undulating shadows that stretch endlessly across the landscape. The horizon blurs where sand meets sky, and the stars above glimmer like faint embers scattered across a vast, dark canvas. You notice the intricate patterns created by the wind, ripples and curves in the sand that seem alive, flowing, and harmonious. These delicate details invite your attention, allowing your mind to wander quietly among them, tracing their gentle shapes and textures while your body sinks deeper into a calm, restful state. The desert here is not empty. It is filled with subtle motion, soft whispers, and timeless presence. You imagine centuries of travelers, scholars, priests, and wanderers who once moved along these dunes, their lives, prayers, and dreams absorbed silently into the sands. The whispers of their footsteps, their laughter, and their quiet contemplations linger faintly, carried by the wind and etched into the landscape. You sense that you are walking alongside them, sharing a path that spans generations, where the lessons of patience, presence, and serenity are preserved in every grain of sand. Occasionally, a soft breeze lifts tiny particles of sand, making them shimmer faintly like scattered stardust. You pause to observe these movements, watching how they catch the light and drift silently, as though time itself has become visible in miniature. Each particle moves independently, yet as part of a greater whole, a subtle dance that reflects the harmony of the universe and the natural order of life. The desert, in its quiet wisdom, teaches that even the smallest elements contribute to the grand rhythm of existence, and that peace is found in observing and flowing with this rhythm rather than resisting it. You follow a gentle curve in the dunes that seems to guide you effortlessly toward a low rise overlooking a vast stretch of desert. From this vantage point, the landscape unfolds in soft, rolling waves of sand, silvered by moonlight and dotted with the occasional silhouette of distant palms or scattered stones. The sight feels both infinite and intimate, a gentle paradox that mirrors the vastness of time and the personal serenity that emerges when one is fully present. You breathe deeply, letting the stillness wash over you, letting your mind float gently in the quiet expanse. As you descend from the rise, the sands feel softer, as if the desert itself is cradling your feet, inviting you to move slowly and deliberately. The whispers of the night, wind through the dunes, faint rustle of desert creatures, and distant murmurs carried by the breeze, merge into a soft lullaby that calms every muscle, quiets every thought, and settles your spirit into deep relaxation. You feel yourself dissolving gently into the landscape, as though the sands and the stars are guiding you into the same serene rhythm that has shaped the desert for millennia. The horizon is now painted in soft, muted shades of silver and gray, the last hints of moonlight blending into the early shadows of night. You pause for a final deep breath, feeling the cool air fill your lungs, the warmth of the sands grounding you, and the soft energy of the desert aligning with the gentle cadence of your heartbeat. The desert is patient, the sands are steady. You sense that, here, all is well, all is calm, and all is exactly as it should be. Slowly, the desert begins to fold around you like a gentle embrace. Every sound, every movement, every flicker of moonlight feels soft, deliberate, and nurturing. You notice the whispering of the sands, not with urgency, but with quiet patience, a timeless lullaby carried across the dunes. You feel yourself sinking deeper into the calm, letting the stillness cradle your body, the soft night air fill your lungs, and the gentle rhythm of the desert guide your mind into a state of peaceful, restorative rest. And as you settle, your thoughts quiet, your muscles relax, and your heart slows, the sands carry you farther into serenity. You feel the hush of the desert calling, a quiet, timeless invitation to drift, to dream, and to rest fully beneath the stars and moonlight. Each whisper, each ripple of sand, each gentle breeze is a step deeper into calm, carrying you beyond waking consciousness into a place of deep, gentle sleep. Here, beneath the eternal sky, surrounded by the vast desert, you are held, cradled by the sands, watched over by the stars, and accompanied by the whispers of ancient Egypt. Your body, mind, and spirit are ready to drift fully into rest. The desert teaches that serenity is timeless, and now, carried by its gentle lullaby, you drift into sleep, softly, deeply, peacefully. Now close your eyes. The stars above you are older than memory, the air warm and still, the scent of sand and myrrh hanging softly in the night. You feel the hush of the desert calling, a gentle voice woven through the wind. It speaks of forgotten temples and sleeping gods, of golden suns and the river that never stops flowing. Each word a breath, each whisper a step deeper into peace. So settle in. Let the sands cradle you, the night protect you, and the whispers of ancient Egypt carry you far beyond the world of waking. Welcome, dreamer, to whispered tales of ancient Egypt. Drift to sleep beneath the sands of time.